The taboo that makes your pulse race is not a moral failing, but a symptom of a world that has denied you agency. And true sovereignty requires not suppressing the forbidden desire, but interrogating why it feels like the only space where you are fully seen. In Heart of a Devil, Sadie Kincaid delivers a dark mafia romance that transforms the best friend's dad trope into a searing exploration of intergenerational trauma and female reclamation. Proven in families built on silence, liberation isn't found in obedience, it's forged in the radical act of choosing connection when legacy demands compliance. This isn't merely another age gap tale with dangerous men. It's a psychologically precise narrative where every stolen moment feels like both transgression and truth. Consent is negotiated through mutual recognition rather than assumed power imbalance, and love means honoring the woman beneath the daughter role when tradition demands she remain invisible. From the first whiskey and gun oil narration, listeners are immersed in a world where loyalty is currency and presence is the only true inheritance. Perfect for fans of morally complex dark romance and stories where female agency defies patriarchal mythology, this audiobook serves up atmospheric grit, relentless emotional honesty, and protagonists whose journey from forbidden attraction to sovereign partners resonates with anyone who's ever been told their hunger was a betrayal. When 24-year-old Alara Vance returns home after her best friend's wedding, she expects familial distance, not to discover her father's business partner, Julian Thorne, carries wounds that mirror the suppression she's endured beneath performative daughterhood, and his quiet intensity bypasses decades of protocol to create space for a bond that defies blood-adjacent hierarchy. But as they navigate family gatherings and buried attractions, Alara realizes this connection isn't about rebellion, it's about recalibration. Kincaid masterfully avoids reducing Alara to naive temptress or Julian to predatory elder. Instead, she crafts a relationship rooted in radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as desire blurs them, and where intimacy emerges from seeing each other beyond assigned roles. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional alchemy, capturing Alara's disciplined composure softening into genuine receptivity, and Julian's guarded authority revealing warmth beneath stoic vigilance. You don't just hear their bond deepen, you feel the seismic shift of two souls learning that some loves can only be claimed when you stop letting lineage define you. What elevates Heart of a Devil beyond typical dark mafia fare is its nuanced portrayal of age gap dynamics as collaborative excavation, rather than romanticized power exchange. Alara isn't merely accepting attention, she's confronting how mafia culture taught her to equate worth with compliance, challenging the notion that safety requires self-effacement. Julian doesn't corrupt her through dominance. He creates sanctuary where her strategic mind can lead without diminishment, honoring her autonomy even as his own walls crumble. Their relationship evolves through acts of radical reciprocity, sharing silences during tense negotiations that bypass performance, establishing protocols that protect both family integrity and emotional safety, and defending each other from relatives who mistake evolution for betrayal. Supporting characters add vital texture: fellow maid women whose loyalty and code suppressed grief, lieutenants whose ambition conceals insecurity, even the family estate itself, rendered as living archive whose stone walls absorb decades of unspoken bargains. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. In systems built on legacy, tenderness is insurgency, and presence is the only true heirloom. Even the mafia mechanics serve thematic depth, with territorial truces mirroring emotional attunement, and blood oaths becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive sensory descent into elegant dread. The narrator embodies Alara and Julian with remarkable distinction. Alara's voice carries steel wrapped in dawning softness, while Julian's low tempo trembles with suppressed devotion beneath disciplined cadence, making their chemistry palpable even during conflict. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming immersion. Distant engine rumbles marking temporal rhythm, rain against manor windows during vulnerable confessions, the hushed rustle of silk sinking with breath during quiet exchanges, all anchor mythic stakes in tangible reality. Pacing mirrors the cadence of forbidden courtship, deliberate during negotiation and reflection, then surging with urgency as external threats collide with internal awakenings. Whether you're commuting through urban chaos or unwinding in twilight solitude, the audiobook creates a portable sanctuary where slowness feels sacred and connection feels lifeline. It's storytelling as embodied validation, transforming passive listening into active participation in a love story that honors both duty and desire. Ultimately, Heart of a Devil redefines dark mafia romance by centering female epistemology within patriarchal frameworks. It satisfies genre cravings for intense chemistry and high-stakes tension, while delivering substantive commentary on intergenerational trauma, masculine vulnerability, and the radical act of building partnerships based on mutual recognition rather than rescue. No prior series knowledge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete emotional odyssey. If you've ever wondered whether love can coexist with taboo, or if true strength requires embracing what others fear, this audiobook will affirm that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to be claimed on your own terms.
Press play, cross the threshold, and prepare to believe that even in landscapes shaped by legacy, hearts still find ways to rewrite the vows. Your next favorite dark romance isn't waiting in flawless dominance, it's waiting in the brave, trembling choice to build something real from the ruins of expectation.